everyone, back to my holiday gift wrap mini series. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to tie some beautiful bows with ribbon, and the only prerequisite that you're going to need is knowing how to tie your shoelaces. So for today, we're going to keep things pretty simple. Of course, you can explore all different kinds of bows here on YouTube, and people will show you how to do so many different fancy things. But like I said, for today, we're keeping it as simple as we can, but that doesn't mean it still won't make a beautiful impact on top of your gift. So go ahead, grab those gift boxes, and let's go ahead and tie some bows. Now, of course, if you're gonna be tying some beautiful bows, we're gonna need some beautiful gifts to put those on top of. So grab your packages and get lots and lots and lots of different types of ribbon. You can get some like this that's more fabric-y, if that's even a word, or you can get some that is more stringy. I know that's a word. Or you can just get the classic curly ribbon. This is actually some yarn that I used for a blanket project last year. And this one is just a silky pale pink ribbon that has that wire in the edges as well. And of course, you'll need trusty scissors to cut all of that ribbon off. All right, bow number one is going to be very simple, and luckily with all of these different bows, we're just going to use a standard shoelace knot, so you don't have to learn something crazy new. For this simple bow, you're just going to take whatever ribbon you've chosen. I've chosen this yarn from my blanket project, and slide it under your gift box. You can go long ways or short ways, but you're just going to bring both ends up, crisscross them, and create your shoelace knot. Now, a really important part about tying a ribbon on top of a gift box is to make sure that you're always creating lots of tension. So you can see that my ribbon is really, really tight against this box. There is no wiggle room. And I really almost want to over pull a little bit, because when I start to tie my bow, it will loosen up just a tiny bit because I don't have someone else holding that finger down on top of the knot in the middle to make sure it doesn't move an inch. So I almost over pull a little bit, and then I try my best to keep pressure on that middle knot, that center knot, while I create my bunny ears and my standard shoelace bow. And I pull it nice and tight. And now I'm going to zoom in one more time so you can see exactly how I did that a little bit closer. So again, making sure to put lots of tension on that ribbon. And to do that, you want to pull at an angle, not straight up and down at an angle, just like that. And then I try to take my pointer finger, hold that knot down, and then I use my thumb to create some bunny ears. I kind of switch hands there and make sure that pressure is still going downwards to hold that tension. And then I manage to create those bunny ears, and I quickly pull those bunny ears down to secure that knot in place. And if I was going to present a gift like this, I would absolutely cut off all of that extra yarn on those ends, but I'm actually going to use the same piece for bow number two. And for this one, you need to actually start out with your gift flipped upside down and put it right on top of your ribbon, and make sure that you have plenty of ribbon for this bow in particular, because it has to wrap all the way around the gift. So take both ends of your ribbon and put them to the opposite side. So you're going to have two parallel lines, both going in different directions there. Grab them in the middle, and then we're just going to cross them and create a little plus sign. So here it is again, taking one in one hand, going up, the other one goes down, and as you move them a little bit, you'll see that plus sign. Hold it nice and tight on both ends, give it a little tug, creating that tension, and flip your gift over. Then up high in the sky, you're going to create a standard shoelace knot. Bring it right down on top of the gift and pull tightly. Then you finish it off with your bunny ear bow. Trim up all of the extra ribbon that you have. And now you have a beautiful bow. So this is bow number two. This is a really fun one to use when you are stacking a couple of presents together into a little tower shape. And we're moving right along to bow number 3, and for this one I'm reaching for my thinner ribbon that is pretty much just like string. It's got a couple extra sparkles in there along with that red and white color, and I made sure to cut plenty of it off of my spool because I'm going to be wrapping around my box twice. Now to get started with this one, flip your box upside down and lay it right in the middle of your ribbon. Make sure you have plenty of ribbon on both sides, just about an equal amount. Now you're going to take both ends of your ribbon, cross them so that they are parallel, and then keeping them nice and tight, flip your box upside down while still holding both ends of the ribbon. Then once you've got your box right side up, go ahead and create your standard shoelace knot and your bunny ear bow. Make sure you pull nice and tight so that your ribbon does not fall off the box once you are all done with it. And this is just like bow number 1 with that added extra loop. I like to do that with the thinner ribbon because it just adds a little bit more texture and fun to the overall design. And of course you can play with your bow a little bit more, center it up if you need to. And that's it. And we'll decorate this one a little bit more later. Now for our 4th and final bow today, we're going to be using some wire ribbon, and this is very, very handy if you're having a difficult time keeping that tension and keeping your ribbons from kind of unraveling while you are trying to tie those bows. Wire ribbon is going to be your best friend. Now please excuse the fingerprints on my package. I put hand lotion on because my hands were dry and that doesn't mix well with craft paper, so keep that in mind if you're gonna wrap with craft paper. I just didn't realize it when I did it. Okay, now back to the bow. For this one, I'm actually creating the bow at the top third of the gift. So I just brought it around from underneath and created that standard shoelace knot on top. And you can see how that wire kind of helps to hold that knot in place. It doesn't completely come undone. But still try to create as much tension and put pressure down on that knot as much as you can. But it's very, very easy to work with and very forgiving. Now, the only thing with wire ribbon is you're gonna have to fluff out your bunny ear loops a little bit, but that's nice because you can kind of make them as full or as flat as you want. So I'm just fixing those up a little bit here. This one got twisted a little bit inside and out. And with the ends, there are a few things you can do. Sometimes I just like to curl it and roll it under. And I will do that on both sides so it adds just a pretty little texture there in addition to your bunny ear loops. And you can even grab the ends and pull them out a little bit. Or you can take your scissors and obviously cut it nice and short so you have 2 nice diagonal lines. That was actually pretty difficult to do with this particular type of ribbon just because the fabric was very soft and flimsy. I wasn't able to cut as straight of a line as I wanted to. So in this case, I did the best I could and I just straightened up my cuts. I made sure there weren't any loose wires poking out from the ribbon, and I ended up curling them under for this gift. And even though you've made all these beautiful bows on your packages and they look fantastic, you can still add a little bit more to them. And of course, you need to add gift tags, which can be decorations within themselves. But I also like to add a couple of gift toppers. So this is not a real pine cone. It has a little wire in the back that I can just add on to it. And I really think it would be pretty with that box since that is a pine cone design. This one is a little felt Christmas tree that would look really pretty with this little gift here to add a pop of color. And that was from Target Dollar Spot a couple of years ago. But since this box is so plain, I am going to grab a pretty little gift tag that has some calligraphy on it. And I have a little extra string from that ribbon that I tied. So I can either use that extra string to tie on my card, or I can undo my bow really quickly and loop this through and tie that knot right on top of the gift tag. So I'm going to finish dressing up these gifts and put them under the tree. So that is it for today's video, and I hope that you get a chance to try out some of these beautiful bows on your own packages. Let me know in the comment section down below if you run into any trouble. I will do my best to help you out. And don't forget, this is a mini series, so video number 3 is coming up on Friday. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can receive a notification the moment it pops up here on my channel. I'm going to be talking about all things tissue paper, which can be very, very difficult to work with. So I'll give you a few little tips and tricks and show you what all you can do with tissue paper when you are gift wrapping. But thanks so much for watching. I hope this video helped you out, and I'll see you all soon.